Hey folks, back again. Just at a part of my shelter that I'll be turning on and using the Canadian issue Thermarest sleep pad to turn on and put in. So kind of as Cole was explaining, showing the proper way that this gear was used. With the Thermarest, you unscrew the screw, you leave it for a few minutes, it'll start to inflate. Now because of the fact here, you can tell it's already a little chilly here where we are, it's not going to fully inflate. Now in warm weather, you could turn on and blow it up if you want to. But in colder weather, you wouldn't want to do that because you put condensation into the bag. So that's why the bag is actually designed. It actually has two purposes. The first purpose is being the fact that it is fully waterproof, as well as the valise for the sleeping system. Both of them can turn on and be used as water buckets. So you can turn on and scoop your water if you're in a scenario you had to do that. The other purpose is you take this end, push it onto your air mattress, fill the bag up, take the end, and just roll it. Here comes your air pump. Now I'm just going to do this a few times. I'm not going to turn on and blow mine all the way up because I'm one of those guys. I don't like my mattress to be really hard. I just like that little extra padding.
You can certainly see it filling up, that's for sure.
Probably about 2 or 3 more times and it'll be good for me. I can usually always tell on mine because of the end there, the roll. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. I'll pull it back a bit. It's kind of starting to go out flat, but it's still kind of curved up. That's kind of a sign for me that it's perfect. You just twist the valve lock, and as everybody knows on these Thermarest, you never want to turn around and tighten that right down right hard. Just do it so it's kind of like finger tight, that it'll still turn a bit, and that's more than enough. If you do it too much, there's a little diaphragm in there, and if you screw it too tight, it'll actually pop the diaphragm, and you'll never get the thing blown up. And then from there, I slide it under. Now I'm not totally finished, so I'll just end it, and then I'll come back and show you more after. On this one part, on the triangles that I had on the end of it, I'm just going to pull those, you can see there or not, I'm going to pull those together underneath in my shelter and lay the Thermarest right on top of them. I'll come back after and I'll show you the rest of it when it's all done. So just back folks, I just kind of show you kind of a close-up of what I was getting at and how mine is set up, and then I'll show you Cole's too. So as you can see, I just got the tie out there, cord going to the tree. This is, move my valise out of the way. So you can see here, if you might be looking at it thinking about rain or whatever. So if it did rain tonight, which we know it's not, but if it did, the rain's going to come down, it's going to hit right to the ground. I've got underneath, as you can see, if I lift that up, it's all the way under, I'm covered. This part here, obviously the same way. When I get inside, and guys, I apologize, the camera's a little shaky, I'm holding it, it's not on our tripod, it's in my hand. I would take this part once I get inside and pull it down as well and tuck it in. So I'm tucked in all the way under, and down on this end I got the same thing, that one cord is just coming to this small tree, and then under here everything is the same way, it's tucked in. So basically what I've done is I've used this ground sheet and basically made myself, I'd call it a cocoon. Now, if I pull it out, pull this out, Just kind of lean back, get some light in there. You can see like everything's in there. But I've got the top part, so it's on a, I don't know if we, focus. It's on a slight angle, the way that I have it going. So once again, the same idea. If it rains, all the rain is going to come down, hit the ground. It's not going to come in because obviously I'm tucked underneath, so it's going to hit the ground. And at the same time, it's going to flow down towards my foot, and it's going to go off because this is all tucked in underneath. And then I've got, you know, my head's going to be up in this end. So I've got that little bit, you know, I've got almost 2 feet above my head. So I'll be able to, you know, breathe and not have suffocation. Whereas, like I say, with Cole's, which is still the same idea, the perfect setup, but you've got, you know, he's got a nice big area in there, so he's got all kinds of room that, you know, he can put his pack and everything down here, and, you know, he could put stuff up there by his head if he wants to, and he's still got more than enough room. I mean, these bivy bags are 7 feet long, and you know, Wayne's 6 foot, 6'1", so all kinds of room that he can turn on and lay in there, as well as my own. And then he's just done, you know, he's got his stick coming up, going off to that tree. He's taken the grommet in the middle, gone to that tree, wrapped it around, and turned around and brought it to this one. So that's why he's got that slight hang in the middle, which is perfectly fine. That'll allow the water, once again, as he was saying, if the water hits here, it's going to roll down. And then the stick here, going to his tree there, and just walk around. I know I say it a lot, guys, I just apologize. Not the most stablest with the camera. But on the back side, he's got himself set the same way, so if the rain did come down in the water, I mean, the water's just going to fall into the inside, but it doesn't matter anyway, because he's got a good, inside, he's got about a good 1.5 to 2 feet all the way around his sleep setup, so he's not going to get wet. So if you see there, like, you know, he's got from here, I don't know if I can get that in shot, like if my foot's there, you can kind of see like where the edge of his tarp is. You know, he's got a good foot, and then in the back he's got a good foot the way it goes down, so totally protected. Now, yes, if the rain was to come in this way, you know, people may say, well, you're going to get wet, but that's the purpose of the bivy bag. That's it's a Gore-Tex bag, so it's totally waterproof. So, like I said earlier, he could sleep just in that and don't even need this, and we used to do that as well. But anyway, that's kind of just a close-up, so we'll see you in a bit. So I just wanted to do a quick little video here, just kind of showing the area that that Cole and I are in tonight. As you can see around, there's a lot of debris and stuff on the ground. Now, we've had a lot of rain here in the last little while, and the ground is soaked, but I'm using the Schrade shovel, and what I'm doing is I've dug a circle, as you can see here, and I've dug past the moss. See, this is all moss. You do not want to turn around and be starting a fire on top of that, even with it being wet, because what will happen is that that'll dry out with us having a small little fire on it. And we're not going to make a big roaring fire, just kind of a little fire between our two shelters, and you know, as you do when you're out in the bush, sit around a nice little fire, a little chit chat. But so what I've done is I've dug down so that I've hit the dirt, and as you can see right here, it's I'm starting to hit clay and pulling it up. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pull this whole section, and you see there's rock in that there now. Pull that out, and then I'll turn around and use the clay that's in here, the dirt, kind of level it out. I'm just going to make a little ring around the side, and then if there's a few rocks around here, we can grab the rocks too if we wanted to and put it around, and then that way there we don't have to worry about it, because now the fire will be down into the dirt, and we don't have to worry about, you know, it turning on and burning underground or anything like that, like it would do with the moss. So just a little quick little FYI. You know, as I know most people would know, But you always want to take care, and especially in the area that we're in, because as I say, as you can see, in the part of Canada that we are, being the boreal forest, there's just all kinds of litter and dead wood and everything that's fallen down, and last thing you want that to do is, you know, burn underground, and next thing we got a forest fire and we got no words to say. But anyway, so that's that. So once we get it going, we'll be back. Alright, so there you go, guys. You see I got it all dug out. So I don't know, it's getting pretty dark, but we're down into the clay and the mud and everything. So what we've done is taken all of that out and build it up along the sides here, right? So we don't have to worry about anything there. And the stuff from the top, the moss and all the dirt and stuff that was kind of sorry, I'm out of breath. There was about a 2-inch layer of moss, and then I took about another 2-inch layer that was the dirt and stuff, but had like all the roots and stuff that were through it, and piled it all up right there, so that tomorrow when we're done, we can just push. Now we're on my property where we're at here. That's why you can turn around and hear the traffic as normal out there, because we're not that far from the highway. But we can push all this back in. We can turn on and fill it up. We can turn on and drop that right back on top again. Turn on and throw some leaf litter around it, and it'll look like we were never here. But like I say, I'm not too worried about it, because we have the privilege of being on some nice property. As you can see behind us here, the spot that we picked, we got a stream running right through, as you've probably seen many times on the cabin videos that I have. So we're up at the other end, and we got our clean water and everything. So now we're gonna get the fire going, and everybody's special stuff, coffee time. And it's going to be made in the wonderful Stanley Adventure Cook Kit, as I said, courtesy of Mr. Manland. Dude, I know I keep saying it over, but that's just the kind of person I am. I muchly appreciate it. It means the world. And I've got something special in return. It's going to be coming to you very shortly. Some stuff that I had that I think you might turn around and enjoy, and you'll get some use out of it, because one of the things I have 2 of, and I use one, not so much anymore, but I have a second one, so I'll be sending that to you as well. So chat soon. Hey, Mr. Manley, got the coffee. Got chaga tea actually brewing this time. This is the oh gosh, man, it's got to be the 3rd time tonight we've turned around and used this thing, bro. I'm ecstatic, man. Like I said, thank you so much. It goes perfect with my little stove that I wanted, and it does the trick. Got a fire going. But working good. And now, as you say, I can officially turn around and say I'm part of the Green Cup Coffee Club. Wayne's been using my other one, so I guess he's part of the club too now. Anyway, back at you after. You see it inside the bivvy, and yeah, shaking like crazy trying to hold this above my head. But as you can tell, I got about a 2-foot clearance, and the camera's pushed right up against the top. But it's already nice and toasty in here. I've been in here for a few minutes. A lot of it's not going to come out, but you can see how I'm all enclosed. And as Mr. Kullcraven made me a clothespin, so I can hold it open so I can see him over there blinding us. Oh, where'd he go? Why is he not in the video? Can't see him. just barely make them out.
Oh
Yeah. Well, there we go. Now she focused. Now, and he's in his, all nice and sweet, and tucked in. But, yeah. So we'll be ready for the morning. She is in the morning.
This morning what we're doing is enjoying some oatmeal and coffee. It's a good way to start the day, that's for sure. Just the packaged oatmeal, quick oatmeal. You just add water to, kind of thing. It's already seasoned. Take it out here a lot. I like it. After we're done eating, we're going to scout around a little bit, check this area out.
Well, as you can see, friends, it is the morning. Salter made it through the night. Did an awesome job. Boys, oh boy, she got warm in there. Actually, started sweating to death at one point. It got down to, it was around -2. You guys know I'm terrible with Fahrenheit. Sorry. I'll try to add it to the video. But, well, -2, and then it warmed up to, it was probably, oh gosh, I don't know, 4 or 5 degrees there for a while last night, but it was really nice. Just had some brekkie, as you've seen, having some coffee. Wayne's down there turning around and doing the dishes. Nice guy. Because somebody forgot his boots. I don't know how you do it, but I did it. But had some brekkie and sit here and relax for a bit and finish my coffee. Take a wander around, see what's kind of cool. But we'll be back soon. Hey folks, just turned around and walked out. We're at our pickup spot. Just waiting for the wife to turn around and come and pick us up. See, we got all our, well, sorry for the camera guys, but Wayne's gear there. Of course, I don't know how well that's coming out sitting on mine, but just gonna kind of do a final word or whatever on the trip. It's an awesome trip as always. Every time Cole and I go out, it's always amazing camp out, even if it's only overnight. You know, as you turn around and see throughout the video that you know, the great experience that Cole has, and trying to get into more to showing how to use the military gear that he wanted to learn, which is working out really nice. But just want to cap it off and say that it was a great time, and stay forward, and plenty more to come. This fall and this winter, hopefully, is going to be a good one for us. So we'll get out and get a whole bunch of these videos done. But anyway, I'm kind of rambling on. I'm tired. Just going to sit here and relax. Just want to close it out. Final thing. Hope everybody enjoys the video. And as always, feel free, comment, like, comments, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Anyway, talk to you later in the next adventure. Take care. God bless.